Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sipniewski, your crypto queen. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. Please know this is not financial advice. I'm only here to entertain you, but I will say this: try to only buy on those red candles. And tonight with me, very special guest, we have the lead developer of ArchieNeko token, JP himself. JP's in the house. JP,
Hello there. Hello, everyone.
how are you?
I'm doing great. And how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. It was a lot going on Twitter today, and it seems like somehow I always manage to be right in the middle of all of that. Even though I try to stay very clear of any of that, somehow it always comes on me. But how are you today? How's everything going?
Everything is going good. I look at my chart, it's looking good. Thanks to all the people that is supporting me.
Yep, the chart looks really good. As a matter of fact, let me share the screen so that people can see this. That's great. Now you had the luck of doing your launch the day of the Seda Realty launch. Isn't that right?
That's what I was told. Yes, I wasn't aware because I have my launch planned month and a half ago because that was Saint Mary's, Mother Mary's Annunciation Day. That's why I picked that day.
Okay. So that's kind of why, I think your token really didn't get the attention that it deserved because that day, all anybody was talking about was Seda Realty, the launch of Seda Realty. People were watching it very closely because they thought it was going to be a flop and a failure. So all of the attention was on Seda Realty, and anything else that was going on in the cryptoverse that day kind of got pushed to the side. So unfortunately, your token, your launch was one of those examples. Everybody kind of wasn't paying attention out there because they were so focused on that other project. So, they missed out because if we look at your chart, we can see, green candle straight up, which is abnormal for a launch because normally when there's a launch, right next to that green candle, there's a ginormous red candle. And that's because those pre-sale wallets, anybody that bought in on the pre-sale, they're looking to take profits and they're immediately dumping on the chart. But that didn't happen here. Do you want to tell the people why it didn't happen?
Because I pre-planned it. I told my private buyers, they're my friends or my clients, they need to support my project because it's a long-term project. I'm not in the hype. And those wallets are locked for 6 months. They cannot unlock it. I will not unlock it for them. I have it locked. That's why they couldn't sell. Maybe they would have sold it if I didn't lock it. I don't know, but they can't for 6 months.
So that's an important thing for people to hear. Listen, the pre-sellers cannot sell on you for 6 whole months. The wallets are locked. You guys, they're totally locked. And we all know what that does to projects. The day of the launch, everybody's psyched and watching the green candle go up, and then all of a sudden the chart starts going down because people start dumping and taking profits. And it happens a couple of days later, another ginormous red candle. We've seen so many different tokens get hit with the big red candle, and it's always from the pre-sale wallets taking their profits. So with this particular project, that's not going to happen, not at least for 6 months. I imagine that, when those wallets are unlocked, of course, we are going to have some profit taking, but, at least now we get to enjoy the profits of that. And look, we're having, a higher high and a higher low. And
I'll
it seems
I'll,
like right now
I'll,
we've,
I'll correct you on that one, Tommy, because when the 6 months is over with, when the locks are unlocked, it's my job, it's my duty to have the blockchain ready for the Archie coin so they can migrate to Archie coin with the profit that they made from Archie token. So it will not have that drop that you were talking about. It will not, because these are long-term investors that I have that will
that's
not hurt my people.
So we have a doctor in the chat. Dr. Rahul says it's a great project for the security of the holders and a great passive income. Are you familiar with Dr. Rahul? Dr. Rahul Puri Goswami? Do you know
Goswami,
him?
yes, I know him. He's
Okay, so
making enough.
he's in the chat.
He's
It looks
making
like
enough money on the reflection. That's why he's happy.
Kim is in the chat. Hello, Kim. Because JP didn't underpromise, she said he over delivered. Liquidity is locked for a year. ArchieNeko or FOMO. So listen, guys, 6% reflections. That's a lot of reflections. Sometimes you see projects with 5% reflections, and that's a lot. I mean, 6% reflections, that's a lot. The taxes are a little high when you buy in, but guess what? They're even higher when you go out. And I love that. I love when there's a whale tax because I love to stick it to somebody if they're trying to dump out of our project, JP. I really like that.
But Tammy, look at it this way: their taxes are higher. I'm testing my DAP for the fourth time tonight, which has staking, yield farming, and Lucky Strike, which I'm ready to roll out next week. I'm gonna have it tested. I'm gonna have the community tested. Those don't have no fees at all. So
Wait,
once
the
you pay,
DAP is being launched next week?
DAP is gonna be launched. The server is already set. We have it on the server. I'm testing it tonight. Then I'm gonna have 10 people from the community testing it tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. I'm gonna have 5 from the mods. So a total of 15 people testing it, trying it out. Then hopefully by Monday or Tuesday, we're in.
I had no idea it was going to be done that fast.
And there are no fees. You don't pay no fees for the staking except the transfer fee that you got to pay to the Etherscan. There's no Archie fees. So the tax is high, sure, but what are you getting back?
Right, right.
The expe-
I don't mind a high fee. I really don't mind a high fee to buy in because normally because I'm a little older, I don't, there are certain things that I can swing trade, but things that I look to invest in, like your project, I like to buy my position and then I'll hodl it. So I don't mind those higher taxes because I pay them once. And then down the road, years from now, I don't mind paying a little bit of a higher tax to leave because I've already made my profits. So I don't mind the higher taxes. And, a lot of times the tax, when I say higher taxes, it's pretty much normal what the other projects are charging to you. You'll get anywhere from 12 to 16%, and that's considered a normal tax. It's not like it was last year. Last year when people started projects, they didn't have a marketing wallet, a dev wallet. Like you were paying like 6 or 7% in taxes last year. But people realized if we want to make our project successful, we need to be able to market it.
but
We need,
let me break down that taxes for you since you were talking about high taxes.
let's go.
15%, 6% to reflection, going back to the community right away. 2% to that Archie treasury that there's no project out there has a treasury set aside for you when you're going from token to coin to cover the expense. That's going back to the holders. The 3% liquidity, which is locked for a year, to give that peace of mind to my people. The 1% to the poor, Archie Foundation, that's total of 12% out of 15%. The rest 3% is what I get for marketing, for development, paying my mods. My mods are paid. Rent and any other expense that I need to have to create the blockchain, exchange, and everything. So when I charge 15, I give 12 back to them.
Neat.
It's right there.
That's great. What? Oh, thank you, Paul. Paul gave a super chat. I appreciate you, Paul. Thank you very much. ArchieNeko to the moon. Why don't we talk a little bit about? I don't know if you can see the screen or not, but I do have the tokenomics of your project pulled up. And let's talk about the Archie Foundation because I know you're very passionate about the Archie Foundation. I've heard you speak of it. And I think in one of the other videos that I had done, I said that you were giving to charity, and I said $20,000. It's not actually that much right now, right? You wanted me to correct that. It's more like
No,
$2,000.
that would have been too much. I wouldn't do a token if I'm giving away $20,000 a month.
Yeah, and good thing you said your wife watched the video and was like,
Right.
"What? You're giving how much?" She wanted to strangle you, and you're like, "No, no, no, she misspoke. She must it's that's not true." But hey, it will be true.
It will be true. It will be very true
Right.
because we
It
have, not only we have tokenomics. I have given 5% of the token, 5% of the token, which is 500 quintillion, to Archie Foundation. And I have taken 500 quintillion for myself, which is locked for a year. Then I have given 500 to my holders. That's how that token allocation works. Five to Archie, five to the holders. That's why I can do the staking and Lucky Strike free of charge, because I'm trying to give away token.
okay.
I don't need to charge them for it.
Okay. And when so the dashboard is going to be operational. We hope just for people that are joining in right now, I am live with JP, who is the lead developer of ArchieNeko token. It's a really great project. It launched last week, and unfortunately, it launched the same exact day that Seda Realty launched. So a little bit of the shine was stolen away from ArchieNeko because the whole Seda Realty debacle. But this is a really great project. The pre-sale wallets are locked for 6 months. I'll repeat that because I know it's hard to believe. You'll never hear this probably again with another project. Pre-sale wallets are locked for 6 months, which means they can't dump on the chart. So if I just go back to the chart right now, just so that everybody can see exactly what I'm talking about, you see that nice big green candle up? You see some people that are taking profits here that probably bought in day of launch very early, a little bit of profit taking. But normally with that green candle, you would see a ginormous red candle right next to it. And we're not getting that with ArchieNeko because those pre-sale wallets are locked for 6 months. And you said your personal wallet is locked too, correct?
And the March wallet. All the March got a wallet. They're all locked for 1 year.
That's great. That's really good. So right now, let me go back to Dex tools. We have a total of 372 holders only. It is still so early with this project. It is still incredibly early. I think whenever you're into a project and you're one of the first 1,000 holders, those people are known as the Genesis holders. They're the people that get the majority of the profits because they're being rewarded for getting into the project so very early. So this is your opportunity to get into a project very, very quickly, very, very early to get those rewards. And we can see, I mean, this we are at an area right now of accumulation, which is very rare because people if we were here with any other project, we would have huge red candles dumping down because of profit taking. But I just don't think that that's going to happen with this one because your wallet's locked, their wallets are locked, your liquidity is locked for 1 year.
Yes, it is.
Correct?
Yes, it is.
So this is all in all just a great investment for everybody to get in. And it's a shame that it launched the same exact day as Seda Realty because if it had been any other day, either the day before or even the day after, all eyes would have been on you. But you know how Twitter is with anything having to do with Saitama and the Wolf Pack and Seda Realty. Whenever they're on, it's all about them and everybody else's shine gets stolen. So it was just an unfortunate thing. But listen, that makes it an opportunity for anybody else that's not into ArchieNeko token yet. It's a good time for you to get in. It's a good time to enter the ArchieNeko
I'm
ecosystem.
fine. I got a lot more utilities coming up. I have the swap coming up. I have the exchange coming up. There'll be a decentralized exchange and a wallet coming up. So I'm okay. I'll get my DAP out with the staking and Lucky Strike within a week of launch. I think I did my job. My people will believe me and trust me, and they'll follow me.
Right. We have Kim saying, as a matter of fact, Kim says JP pays his mods because he has integrity. This is a community driven project. So you do a lot of times people that moderate Telegram rooms or any other spaces, they do it for free. they donate their time, and you insisted that these people get paid because you feel their time is worth money, and you wanted to compensate them for.
Absolutely. If I make money, they make money with it. That's the way it should be.
Right. Which is
Slavery,
amazing. Well, but
slavery is
typically not
gone.
all the developers feel that way. I have to be honest with you. You are stand out in that way, because there's a lot of developers in other projects that they don't even wanna hire people to do promotional videos, because they think like, "Oh, because it's my project, you should have the honor of making some free videos for me." Like, there's really people that feel that way, and that kind of sets you apart.
As long as like I told you, Miss Tammy, as long as you don't hype the people and say, okay, go buy, it's going to be 300% tomorrow, 500% day after. I don't want that type of people. I want my people to know me, come to my project, learn about it, and ask me any questions. I'm there 24/7 in the Telegram. Come on over, ask me questions, learn it, then invest and stay with me, because this is a different type of project than any other projects out there.
Right. Well, tell us a little bit about the Lucky Strike for those of the community that may not be familiar with it, or for people in my community that are not familiar with it. Could you please tell us about it?
It's to keep the community engaged. It was based on a project that was there that I lost money with. It was one of the greatest projects that on the website, but they launched and they went away. And on the previous project that I was in, there was a man from India that comes in every day and said, "When burn." So I put those two together to create Lucky Strike, which is a raffle system that you there's a price for per token, and it's per ticket, and it's an Archie token. And let's say 1,000 people buys it at one token. That's 1,000 tokens. Archie will match the pool to make it double or triple. It all depends on the week. Where community come up and say, "Listen, JP, our token, our pool is small. Let's make it triple. We're good." So let's say you got 3,000 token all together. Then we do a random number generator system through smart contract on the DApp. Pick three winners. First winner is going to get 30%. Second winner is going to get 20%. Third winner is going to get 10%. Now, I don't want to give them an Archie token because they're winning a big money. What if they sell? It's gonna hurt my chart. So I will swap the money into ETH and give them an ETH. If they want to sell it, if they want to buy Archie with it, it's their choice. They want the money. We made that decision on a Twitter space one day, and there's a there's a 40% left over. What do we do with that? We buy Archie token and burn it. That's going to happen every week. So there's an automatic burn every week, which is a buyback and burn.
So every week you plan on burning Archie tokens, which we all know what that means. That makes the tokens that we hold more valuable. That's
There's
great.
another there's another weekly burn too, which I had the trouble on the launch date. Deploy a wallet, getting reflection. That was the whole different game. One of my mod, Craig, I gotta give him credit. He's the one that brought that up to me. Deployer ballot is getting reflections. My holder is supposed to get the reflection, not the deployer wallet. And there's no way to get out of it. There's a line 9 in the smart contract that you can exclude the rewards to a wallet. I tried it. It didn't work.
Right,
Now,
so the only thing that you can do at that point, like you said, is to get rid of them to burn, because if not, you'd have had to launch a V2, a version 2, get rid of the first one, and airdrop everybody tokens. So that's a good way to kind of handle it without having to do the business of a complete new
so,
launch with a version 2.
so every week there'll be a burn from the deployer wallet, which is the reflection deployer is getting. Deployer should not get any reflections. That's
So
what I believe.
how's the Lucky Strike going to work? So how are we going to buy the tickets for the Lucky Strike? All
You,
through the dashboard that you're launching
all
next
the
week?
all through the dashboard, it will be an Archie token. They have to hold Archie token to be in there
Mhm.
to participate. You got to have Archie token. So you buy it with the Archie token. You can buy as many as tickets you wanted. The community is going to decide how much the ticket's going to be,
How many tickets there's going to be, or how much the tickets are going to
how much
cost?
the ticket will be,
Okay.
because there's money to be matched by Archie's staking and giveaway wallet. So there's 500 quintillion in it there. So community says, okay, let's make the ticket 1,000 token a ticket. Fine, I'll make it 1,000 token a ticket. It's a community involved in it.
That's amazing. And Paul gave another super chat. Paul says, come become part of the ArchieNeko family and the 24-hour voice chat and Telegram. Yeah, I did bounce into your Telegram room kind of late last night. It was after midnight, and I was surprised to see that there was people there and they were talking and having a good time. And I'm thinking to myself, who's up this late? Your people are. They're in there having a party. So, in case you want to be involved with a community that's very active, they're always there in Telegram. Give these guys a follow, even if you're not a holder right now. I always tell anyone, if you're interested in investing into a token, make sure that you join all of their different social media platforms. This way, you can see everything that their community is saying about them, get involved with the community, and find out what that project is all about, because the community always talks. Any little thing that happens with that token, the people in the Telegram, they're going to know first. Like, that's where you're going to get all the leaks. Anything big that's going to happen that has not been available yet to the public, you're going to find out there in Telegram first. So I always say that to people, make sure to join all of those things and find out every little thing that you can. And you do take a lot of feedback from your community. Like,
Uh,
I've
uh,
heard you say that before, that you always listen to everybody to see what they're saying, and you take their advice, which I think is important because
our community is a little different, Miss Tammy. We don't just talk about Archie there. We talk about other projects too. And I have told my mods, as long as it's not negative, okay, there could be negative on the other projects. That's okay. Let them have that negative.
Mhm.
Anything positive, anybody can come and talk about it. Only positive. No personal issues, no negative things. Nobody will be banned. Nobody will be muted. It's open. Come on and enjoy it. Now we sometimes we pick on people. We joke around. Come and join us. We're there 24/7. I'm almost there 22 hours a day in there. If you want to talk to me, just come in there and say, "Where's JP? I want to talk to him," and I'll show up.
Right. I
That's
mean, I think that's great that you're there. So literally, the lead developer of ArchieNeko token is always in that Telegram group. If you have any questions about it, go there and speak to him personally. Have a conversation with him, find out what the project is about, what he plans on doing with it. And JP, how many other developers do that?
well. Maybe they don't. This is my baby. Archie is more than a cat to me. It's more than a cat. He was my best buddy. So I'll do anything, anything to get his name out to the world. Anything.
That's so good because, I'm a cat person too, JP. I love my cats. There's just a bond there. But your cat, he actually passed away young, right? It was a tragic accident,
It
right?
was it was a tragic accident, and he was sick. He was adopted, being sick. Nobody wanted him. Nobody wanted him because he was sick. He's got leukemia. Now he became the famous cat. That's what I did for him. And you see this. I'm wearing his name. And anybody listening to Tammy's live right now, if you want one of these polo or T-shirt, we have black and white. You come to my Telegram, DM me. How to find me? You're gonna see ArchieNeko official or ArchieNeko owner. Just DM me your name, address. I will send you, and the size of the T-shirt or polo that you wanted, and the color. I will go to the post office. I just sent out a whole bunch of them yesterday, and I will send it out to you free of charge, because I want you to wear Archie on your chest.
I want Archie on my chest. I want a polo shirt.
Mm, most definitely.
I want to get one. I'll wear it for when I show for you. Did you see I have your logo up on my channel banner here?
I see that. I see that. And I'm telling you, anybody, just come on over to the Telegram. How to come on over to my Telegram? Go to my website, ArchieNeko.com. And all the way to the right, you see the Telegram blue, blinking. Just click on it. To capture, you're in my Telegram. And DM me. I don't have any problem.
Speaking of cats, mine are being so bad right now. Stop. Be good. I know, honey. There's one cat. He's not mentally right, and he is a bully. He beats up all the other cats, and he's a terrorist. Like,
They, they're so lovely. You won't believe it.
not that one. That one's a problem. But I still love him. Even as bad as he is, I still love him. But I just wish he would stop because he hurts the other cats. But you have all of your people here in the chat. Wadi says, I'm here. Sorry I'm late. Paul, of course, he keeps throwing super chats at me. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate that. Dr. Raul is still here. And someone, Archie Adore. They actually put their name as Archie Adore.
They took Archie into their name. I mean, that's
Yep.
my. Archie become famous in one day. Am I worried about the holders? No, they'll come to me once they see what they can make out of the staking and the lucky strike. They'll come to me. Those are the utilities that I'm rolling out.
Yeah, I think that too. I think that once that lucky strike goes live and the staking goes live and we're able to post results, all of those results on Twitter, that's going to be a game changer. That's because, like I said, I think a lot of your shine definitely got stolen because of that other thing.
It's
But
okay.
Kim wanted me to talk about your Twitter engagement because you guys are really good with keeping up with the tweets. There are some projects that don't, but you guys, and not only are you tweeting on the regular to spread word about it, but they're good looking tweets. It's like they're professionally done tweets. It's not just something that somebody typed out. Like, you have somebody, I don't know, in an artistic program putting these things together. They're beautiful. Very nice. So we have
Thank
here
you.
the announcement for the DApp is coming soon. You're going to be able to do yield farming, staking, and that lucky strike lottery system, which is very exciting.
And in about a month, when I come back from India, I'll have the NFT out.
Okay, so let's talk about the NFTs because I did notice that on the website as well. As far as phase 2 of your utilities goes, it is going to be the NFTs. Let's
NFTs are already ready. I just don't want to put it up there because I have to make a trip to India to see my brother who's sick.
Yeah,
As soon
I'm
as
so sorry to hear that. I'm sorry, JP. I
that
it's
it happens, he's got cancer. He's on the last stage. He's on the ventilator. Uh, he's not on the ventilator. He's in the palliative care because they didn't put it on the ventilator. Uh, he's not eating, so I don't know how long he's gonna last. But I just want to get the lucky strike and staking out so my people are engaged while I go see my brother for 10 days. Come back and release the NFT. We'll have 10,000 NFTs.
okay, so when you're gone, guys in the community, you and me both, we've got to hold the line for JP so that he's not thinking about the token while he's away, so that he can enjoy his time with his family and not have to worry about anything that's going on with the ArchieNeko project. So, JP, I'm making a promise to you that we are going to keep everything positive. We'll keep the word about ArchieNeko out and thriving so that you can be ever so present when you're there with your family because there's really nothing more important than being with family.
And when I'm gone, there's a second in command, Abbasi, who's going to be taking over. Then I have the law firm who's going to back him up. So there is people there. If there's an emergency, there are people there. It will be in place.
So wait, who's first in command and who's second in command?
Abbasi, Wakas, who's in second in command. Then I have the law firm. My law firm is going to be right there to watch it.
Okay, so you're a lawyer by trade,
No, I'm not.
but
I
you
have a
have a
law.
law firm.
I have a lawyer who's got a law firm that backed me up, who's in the board, who is in my payroll right now, who had received token from me. He's part of the game. He's part of my team.
So what do you do for a living? Because when you said your law firm,
I help.
I thought you were a lawyer.
No, 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 no. I never. I help people with financial advices.
Okay, so you're one of those people, right?
I'm one of those people
And
that
you've had some famous clients, some
yes, I do
sports
have.
figures.
I have some NBA, NFL players, the pro players, the superstars, and they are mostly my private buyers, and they're always in my chat
I
because
did
they
notice
want to
that the
support me.
one night that I went into your Twitter space, there was a famous basketball player in there, and I don't know because I don't watch sports. I don't know anybody. I could trip over the world's most famous basketball player and not even know who they are. And that Corey is his first name. He was in there, and there are so many people that are like, "I'm such a huge fan of yours," and they're drooling all over Corey, and
There's
Corey's like,
more that
"Oh,
I.
thank you."
They all have fake name that I can't give out the name for, for the safety of them and their confidentiality. But they're there. They're there in my chat to support me.
Right.
They're
So
there
I
all the
definitely
time.
can attest to that because there was people there saying that, this guy's famous. So tell us about the NFTs. Okay. I know you're not going to release them. You're going to wait until you get back. But are they cats? What are they going to look like?
They look like Archie with his naughty look. So
With
I
his
said
naughty look?
that's what he was. He was never mad. You'll never find him mad. He was always happy with the sneaky look on his face. And
Hmm.
I made NFTs based on that.
Are they going to have any utility?
That's what I have to explain that to you because it won't have no value right now. The value is gonna come in when we have the metaverse on phase 6. There'll be the teller at the bank. There'll be the policeman. There'll be the cashier at the casino. That'll be in the metaverse. So what I do is I have different color uniform for them or different color scarf for them. And I'm gonna start giving out free NFT to my people who's in the VC. Guys, ArchieNeko is all about giving up. It's not all about making money for me. It's about giving out and helping people. So those NFTs going to be given to you when you're in the VC. I might come out and say I'm giving out 100, just like the T-shirt I said. Okay, just like that T-shirt. There'll be NFTs given out. I don't
That's
need no
good.
money for that, but that'll be the teller at the bank in the metaverse where you can make some money with it.
That's good. The reason that I ask is because there's another project that, and maybe you've already thought about this and you're just not leaking it yet, but another project has their NFTs. And what they're going to do, it depends on what kind of NFT you have and how rare it's going to be, different attributes to the NFT. Like you said, different color scarves, that it unlocks certain things in their wallet. So if you have this particular NFT, you're going to wind up getting a higher APY on some of the staking and like
If
stuff like that.
Yes, it does because you know what? That's where it's going to get complicated because a person that holds the NFT with the blue sunglass, blue scarf, and blue coat with the mustache, he might get a token. He might get a token that's going to have that coin that you see the logo. That'll be coins. That's going to be the liquidity for the bank. He might get an extra APY. Now, a person just happened to have one of the blue with them, they can sell it to this person to have that whole collection. So I'm gonna give them out free, but they can make money with it.
And Paul
Archie,
gave another super chat. Thank you, Paul. Just wanted
Archie
to put
don't
that
need to
in.
make the money. Let the holders make money. Why? That's why I said holders and community is going to be the winner on this project. It's not about me or my 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 company and all that. This is about community.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing because I don't think I've ever heard another developer say that. So but you're kind of set apart anyway because I told everyone the story before that, you asked me to promote your token, and other developers have asked me to promote their token, and we always do it through Twitter messages or text messages, through Telegram, just like that. You're the first one that's like, "Hey, can you call me?" I'm like, "What? You want me to call you?" So it was very unusual that that happens, and it just put like that little bit of an extra personal touch on it. And speaking with you, it gave me the confidence to know that this is a real project. Like, you're gonna take this to the next level. Everything that you have set forth in your roadmap, you're really going to jam there and make it happen.
Tammy,
I
I go
believe.
to I go to that. I don't know nothing about Twitter Space and all that, but I go to my Telegram, talk to each and every individual that comes through there. I have spoke to every one of them. If they haven't talked to me, there's something wrong. There's people sleeping over from day one. They're there all day in and out. We have known them. They have known me in 4 or 5 days. They have known me for a while. And I don't have no problem giving up my cell phone number. They can reach out to me. I always tell them, text me before you call me. I might be on a call, but I'll get back to you. I don't have no problem because you know why? My ultimate goal is to take them to the blockchain, and I need to know them. These are
Right,
not just person coming by and buy. That's why you look at the chart. Yeah, there is some sell off where they make their profit, but look at it overall. People that bought it stayed with me, and I always tell them, sell it so I can make more money. Sell it. I
right.
can make more money. Help me
I
to
actually do have
help
the
me.
chart pulled up right here. I have it on the 30-minute candles, and it looks solid. Looks like a solid project so far. It's only a week old, and here we are. No big huge dumps. We do have some profit taking, like you said. And Paul said earlier in his super chat that it is just the beginning. And Kim was like, "Thank you, Paul. You're awesome." And just so many other people are showing up for you. Archie Adore says the holders learn crypto while they are invested, which is very true because if you're in the chat 24/7, I would imagine some of your knowledge is rubbing off to everybody that happens to be in that chat as well. Now, getting back to the roadmap, let's talk about the Archie wallet and the three-factor of
It's it's
authentication multi-chain wallet.
it's nothing but another wallet. It's already there. I'm not reinventing any wheels. 3FA wallets are already there.
Mhm.
But I need to have that available to my people. But what is it going to do? Anything for my people? No. It's just a fill up. This is why people trust me, Tammy, because if it is the truth, I will say the truth. Why did
Mhm.
I have it? Everybody else have it. They're going to ask me, JP, when are you going to come up with the wallet? So here you go. Here's the 3FA wallet. Is that the first time anybody doing it? No. There's people doing it. There are
Mhm.
3FA wallets out there. This is nothing new. What's new is on the phase 6, where I have surprise for you.
Okay. But before we get to phase 6, can we please talk about phase 5? Because this is what I'm blown away about. Because really, you're talking about having your own blockchain done. And last I heard, you said you think you're going to get it done in 6 months. JP, is that possible to get a blockchain done in 6 months?
Yes, it is possible. Very
How's that
possible.
possible?
Because I have the people already. I'm meeting with them in 2 weeks in India. They have 16 engineers. They're ready to go to work. They'll get it done.
So you're going to hire up a team of engineers to work on your blockchain, and they're going to have this thing buttoned up in 6 months.
Yes, they are. They are. It'll be tested, ready to go in 6 months. I have to, Tammy, because my private bags, 60 of those bags are unlocking in 6 months. I can't keep it locked. So I need to have the blockchain ready so my people will reinvest with me. They'll take some profit, but they'll reinvest it with me.
I understand. You want to be able to say, hey, this is what I created in 6 months. Why would you want to exit here? We're only going so much higher. Why would you want to pull out here? Kim says ArchieNeko community is a family. We're doing this for financial freedom and for Archie. And Kim also gave a super chat. Thank you, Kim. Get an ArchieNeko before staking success imminent. Yep, you guys, it's whoever heard of a token that went live and like 2 weeks later you have your staking?
No, not even 2 weeks. It'll be a week and a half.
It's only going to be a week and a half by the time it goes live?
Because tomorrow is week. I
Oh,
went
that's right.
live last.
Tomorrow is a week. That's right. Jeez. That's crazy.
That's why I told you. I'll get these things done. Get it out of the way. I need to get that. I need to get that blockchain up and running. Then my surprise of NFT into real estate.
Okay, so let's talk about the big phase 6 that you wanted to talk about.
It is about the NFT, building homes, real homes throughout the world, and using the NFT to buy the house. A person sitting in India can buy a house in New York. A person sitting in New York can buy a house in Costa Rica or in Dubai through DeFi.
How's that going to happen?
I have my secret. When I'm
Okay.
ready, because everybody's gonna start stealing my idea. There's
Is
already
this when you
go
say
ahead.
that people can start buying houses here and there, are you talking about in the metaverse, or are you talking about metaverse properties, or are you talking about tangible properties?
Tangible real estate. Real estate. Metaverse is gonna be one side, but there'll be real estate on the other side. That's what we're aiming for.
Okay. All right. I mean, hey, if you say it, right, we'll be able to be on you, right? And what about this Archie Exchange? Archie
I,
Exchange will provide a secure platform for all decentralized crypto assets and will provide efficient asset circulation.
it's a DeFi exchange, so we can get it all together in one. See, the biggest issue that people have is right now going into Uniswap, buying from here, buying from there. If I can add all the fees together and give it to them in one part in a DeFi exchange, not a central exchange, DeFi exchange for my people, just my holders, I'll be fine with no fees from Archie. That'll be an added thing for to be part of ArchieNeko's partners. Anything that we do, there'll be no fees from Archie. Whatever you have to pay to either scan or whatever, that's the gas fee. That is there. But anything to do with Archie, Archie will not charge you.
Now, the blockchain that you're going to launch, is that going to be hard forked off Ethereum?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Um, the the exchange, I do want to ask about that. Are you going to be launching other tokens?
No,
Obviously.
no,
What? Oh, it's just going to have ArchieNeko token on it and your
because
assets?
yes, because those real estate is going to be using. That's why we have a swap. Those real estate is going to be bought with Archie coin, Archie coin only.
So wait a minute. Okay. The Archie coin is going to have to be so valuable that people are going to be able to buy houses with it,
And coffee with it.
houses and coffee. So what right now is the circulating supply?
Right now, the Archie token is 10 sextillion, but when you go into Archie coin, it's going to be a whole different supply. We're going to migrate the Archie token with no tokenomics through orange token that we have, swap it over to our Archie coin. There's a whole process happening. That's why I'm meeting with the engineers in India to go over how many numbers do we need? What will be our numbers going to look like? Because there are countries that we have to take into consideration. We're going against US dollars. Does it have to be in penny, 1/10 of a penny, 1/100th of a penny, the value to be? So when they buy in coffee, they can do that in their country. When they buy houses, They can do that in every country. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it makes total sense, but I do have some questions here.
Go
So,
ahead.
do you think that the Archie coin now, for everybody that's watching, a token is a cryptocurrency that's linked to a blockchain, somebody else's blockchain, like Ethereum, like Polygon, like the Binance Smart Chain. He's talking about a coin. A coin represents a project with their own blockchain. They're saying they are going to have their own blockchain. It's going to be hard forked off the Ethereum blockchain. Um, so being that you have a vision of this, that's you're going to be able to buy real estate and even buy cups of coffee. There's a huge, price difference with that. I'm wondering if you're going to have to make Archie coin inflationary. Are you going to be having to mint new coins every so often to
I
keep up with
I'll
the
have that answer for you on 26th of April. Once I sit down with my engineers, I want to see what their visions are. They have done blockchains in the past, but they never had the vision of buying the real estate and coffee with it. So I want to sit down with them because I don't want to lie to my people. I'm going to make it happen somehow. I'm going to go for this. My Archie is going to be in people's hand. They need to buy a cup of coffee. That's why I said cup of coffee to a house. However it is, we're going to get it done.
Okay. So that will be interesting to find out because,
I'll have
you
an
know,
answer for you on 26th of April. 26th of April, I'll come back to you and say, you know what, this is what we decided to do. But the outcome, I know. I know what the result's going to be. How it's going to be done, let me talk to the engineers because they have done blockchains before. They are very experienced people.
I believe oh, Paul again with another super chat. Look at Paul. Paul, as Sully would say, ladies and gentlemen, keep your arms and legs in the rocket at all times.
That's a joke about that is a joke. Sully's got sick today. Sully took a couple of days off. He's a good one of my good mod. That's a joke about Mr. Smithsonian out of Shinja. He has a unique voice, and he says that every day in Shinja's talk, and that's what we're making. He's our friend too, so keep your eyes and hands and everything. That's how he says it. So, Sully, thank you, sir. Speaking about that, please pray for Mr. Smithsonian himself too, because he just got sick the other day. He threw out his back, and he's doing bad.
Strong?
No, Smithsonian,
Oh.
Mr. Smith.
Is that somebody from this community or
My
Shinja?
Shinja. He's our friend too. We don't have enemies. One thing I'll tell you, I don't have enemies. Everybody's my friend.
That's good to hear. Nobody likes to have enemies.
No, you don't need enemies. There's a
No.
space for Tammy. There's a space for everybody. My vision is different than anybody else's vision.
It certainly is. I'll just go ahead and say that it certainly is because you have some pretty big dreams, and I mean,
I have the
there's
people.
always a way to make things happen and make it possible. But it's JP. I just have to tell you that every time you talk to another developer, it's we're going to make this happen, but it's going to cost $1 billion, and we're not going to be able to make it happen for like a year and a half to 2 years. But I think they put that out there because they don't want to impose deadlines on themselves that they can't meet, and it winds up hurting their project. Um, but when you think about it, Vitalik Buterin, he's the guy that did Ethereum, the most trusted cryptocurrency, I believe, beside Bitcoin. And he did it alone with a few people. So if he's able to do it, I think that anybody that can hire a team of intelligent enough people like you said you have a team of 16 engineers from India that are ready to go.
Right.
And
And who do I have behind? My 60 private buyers. Then look at the 370 of on that board, not selling. And I've been talking to each and every one that's coming to Telegram. I have to build my trust in them and they have to have faith in me. Those people are going to follow me to the next level. That's why I try to talk to each one of them. You come to my Telegram, you'll see I do talk to my clients, my holders. They make decisions for me. How much is the staking pool is? Let the community tell me. Let the community take the decision on it. Why am I making decision? There's 500 quintillion that I set aside. How much do you want this week? That's the question. How much do you want this week? Let them make the decision, Tammy. Then they'll make the right decision, and they'll never question you. And they know how transparent it is. It's a community token. It's a real community token. That's all it is.
I see that. No, I do see that. Archie Adore says JP and his mind is mind blowing. He's so smart. Think smarter, not harder.
Let the community make. I mean, you asked me how much is the Lucky Strike's going to cost. Let the community make that decision. They can look up on the dashboard and see how many tokens we have allocated, how much they need to get. That's their decision. I'm not going
Well,
to
that's
come in there
good.
and say, I'm not going to come in there and say 1,000 or 2,000. Let them say it. They know. They know how much is your purse worth.
Right. That's very true. But you're making the great big decisions, right?
Well,
I understand you might take feedback from people and that's good, that's healthy. But as far as like the big decisions, and look,
it,
there's Archie right there. How cute
that's
he
my
is.
art. That's my Archie.
So you are going to and listen, I hope it's true that when you go to India that you relax and do what you have to do to be with your family and take care of yourself and that you're not on the phone 24/7. You have to be present with your family and enjoy
Well,
your time,
I
whatever
need
time
to.
you have left with them.
I need to see my brother. Spend some time with them. Maybe a couple of hours. Maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, because he's really doing bad. So there's nothing else I could do. Then I need to go travel to the North India and meet my engineers, meet my team in there, spend about a week there, and get it all ready. While I'll be gone, guys, all I need is 2 days with my family. Out of the 10 days, 2 days with the family, and the rest is all business.
So the place these engineers, is this already a firm that exists?
Yes, it's
Or
a
is it
film.
something that you're putting together, you're bringing these people together
No,
and giving them direction?
as far as I know, it's a firm. They're, that's what I want to go. I want to go visit them because they're claiming it's a firm. I have looked them up on the Google, you know, map. It is there. The building is there. I wanted to see with my eyes. It's a
That's
company.
smart. Yeah,
It's a
that's
company. I
smart.
mean, they have done other projects, and I have seen them. And my project is a little different than theirs, and they're willing to put their mind and effort for me, and they can get it done. They can get it done in 4 months, and we can have another 2 months to test it.
Okay, so now it's gonna be done in 4 months. I know it's not gonna be launched, but well, you know what? I guess if Vitalik Buterin did it, it really is possible to do it done,
It is
especially if you
possible.
have the
It is possible.
manpower
Trust
there.
me. Trust me. It is possible.
Okay. It's scary though.
No,
Scary.
if it is done in 4 months and we have 2 months to test it to make sure it is working, why not?
Right. Well, that's good. So I also have up on the screen the Archie Foundation, and when you purchase ArchieNeko token, 1% goes to the Archie Foundation when you buy in. But if you sell out, Archie Foundation is going to take 3% from you. So what is it that you want? What is the vision of Archie Foundation? What does that look like? Who are you looking to help?
First, I want to help the people like me who I was unfortunate to born with polio. I wasn't walking until I was 80 years old. And if I was left over in India, what would have happened to me?
I don't know. Would you be in an orphanage? Probably not taken very good
No, no,
care
no,
of.
no. My brothers and sisters, I have six of them. They're gonna get me married with an old lady, and stay home, take care of mom and dad. And after they die, you die. What else are they gonna do to you? Nothing else.
Right.
I'll send you some dollars once in a while. That, my life would have been much different. Okay, when you go see people that don't get any help, what do they do? I mean, they'll go to school. Once they become 18, they leave them out of the school. What do they do after that? It's pretty sad. While they're in school, they'll take care of it. But what's going to happen after the school? And what's going to happen after their parents pass away? So we need to have a place for them. We need to have something done for them. And that's what Archie Foundation is going to do. We're going to touch those kids with autism, mainly autism. They're uniquely able kids.
I like
They're
the way you
unique.
say that, uniquely able instead of disabled,
No, they're not
uniquely able. I
disabled.
like that. I like
They're
that.
not disabled. They're blessed by God. They're uniquely able. And some of those kids are very smart, very smart. Their IQ level is so high. And I need to help them. That's our job, to help God's people. Then
That's very true.
go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say that's very true. That is very true. And it should be, if we are able to help those that we consider the least among us, we absolutely should. And and I've heard you say before that you are helping people, but they don't know it's you because you don't like to brag. And you were talking about how that's from the book of Matthew. Don't trumpet a horn about it. Just, and that's something that was
Yes.
always said in my family too. If you do a good deed and you brag about it, it's not really a good deed
No, it's
because
not.
you wouldn't want the glory for it. You would just want to do it because God is watching. God knows. You don't have to let everybody else know.
I mean, you're blessed. You're blessed, and God gave it to you. God didn't give it to you to use. He gave it to you so you can give it to other people. Share with other people. And when you're sharing your blessing, you got that from God, right? God gave it to you. That was a gift from God. How can you sit there and say, I gave it to them? That's what he said. Don't let the right hand know what your left hand is doing, and do it without taking pictures. Do it without taking pictures.
Right. Don't put it all over Snapchat or Instagram or Twitter.
And there's one more thing added in there which I missed. I don't know how I missed. One of my customer brought it up to me. Is the animal rescue. Since it is Archie involved, we need to add animal rescue to it, and which we are added already. It's not updated, but it will be updated on the new website.
Oh, that's good. That's good because I like anything that has to do with, helping animals
I mean,
because
this is the cat that nobody wanted. Nobody wanted this girl that goes to school at UT Austin. She was trying to give away this cat. Nobody wanted him because he was sick. He got
yeah,
leukemia. He was only 3 months old. Look at him. Where is he standing right now? In somebody's mind, somebody's chest. He's there.
yeah. Hey, it reminds me of the story that my sister-in-law actually has a dog that she took from a rescue. Same thing. Poor dog has leukemia. They told her, 6 months to live. So, she's thinking this poor thing only has 6 months to live. So she starts spoiling the dog, like no table manners. The dog just comes and begs for food, no manners. 5 years later, this dog is still alive, living on love. So it's amazing how far love will take you because that dog should have been long gone, but because they poured so much love into it, it's still alive. It's amazing. But yeah, I'm glad to hear that there's going to be an animal rescue part in there too. That's always good. And I just can't believe how fast all of this is gonna happen. Like, it's all gonna happen very quickly, very fast,
If, if,
and,
if,
the holders, they're gonna get there. They're gonna come once they start seeing how profitable we are, when we start posting our winnings on Twitter about what we won in the Lucky Strike. "Look what I got in staking," everything. It's just going to be amazing.
Tammy, when you do it for your best friend or best friend ever, you'll do it. When you do it for you, maybe you'll abandon the project after you make enough money. I'm not I'm not doing that. I'm doing it for my best friend ever, my Archie, to take his name to the world. I want everybody to wear a t-shirt that has Archie on it. That's my wish. That's why I told you. I give away. I don't sell merchandise. They're advertising my name. They should now pay for it. That's my way of thinking. And anybody that DM me and said, "Listen, send me a T-shirt," it's there because he's advertising my Archie to other people. Don't buy no token from me. I'm okay with that. I'll be fine. But that getting that Archie's name out there, that's more important to me. Somebody's gonna say, "Who's that cat? Who's that cat?" That's Archie. I put a picture of Archie today in the chat, and I'll send it to you too. The sneaky Archie sitting out there looking at my face. You can't see
Yeah.
me because the picture was taken, but he's looking at it with his big eyes. That's the sneaky Archie. When you see the NFT, I'll send you some NFT too because those NFTs are free. I don't charge you for it, and it will become collectible down the road. In the beginning, I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna give it out to make them interesting because it only worth money when the metaverse start. It's not gonna work. It's just another picture, but that will be
Right.
collectible for my people. My people, they're gonna get what they need from me. My community is gonna be rewarded to be with me.
Right. I do have a question about the shirts. Okay, the ArchieNeko shirts. I'm a medium. Okay. So I need mine in medium. And if you do have it black, black is my signature color. Do you have a barcode on there where people like let's say I'm standing in line somewhere and they look at
No,
my shirt and they're wondering what it is, they can scan it?
no, not yet.
You're gonna do that in the future though, right?
I'm thinking
That
about doing it, but then it's gonna look like an advertisement. I don't want to sell Archie that way. That's why I didn't want to
but you
do
could
it.
put it on the back, like the
But
barcode on the lower back, like, if someone was to have, like, what they call a tramp
QR
stamp
code,
on their back, put it
QR
there,
code. Yeah,
QR
but
code.
yeah, I don't want them to look like tacky. Where my Archies, this guy is trying to make money out of this cat. So I might do it on a pier or something. Like I have seen it up there, like a badge, the QR
Oh,
code.
yeah, good idea, yeah.
Yeah, I may do it, but the first badge, I didn't do nothing. I want them to ask you, who's this cat? Whose cat is that? Then you will tell that story to that person to walk them into that website. That's gonna run a long way.
That's good.
I told you I'm a weirdo, and I'm gonna talk like that. I don't want to sell my Archie.
Weirdos are good. Weirdos are, what they're the people that do the revolutionary things because they think outside of the box. So whenever I meet somebody who is a weirdo, I, I'm like attracted to that. I'm like, okay,
I'm,
why are you so weird? What are you thinking? How does your mind work? Tell me what you're going to do because they're always doing something different and somehow they always make things happen. It's
that's why I
very
told you
true.
I don't want to sell my Archie. I don't want people to think, hey, this guy is selling Archie. No, Archie is unique. Archie was.
So if you want one of those, it's either a t-shirt or a polo shirt, you have to go and ask him in the Telegram group. I guess DM him in Telegram. Is that
That's
right?
it. That's it.
Yep.
Send me your
DM
PO
him
box.
and he'll be
Send me
more
your
than
PO
happy to
box.
send you a shirt. Somebody needs an extra large here. That's what Kim said. Kim said extra large here. I want a t-shirt yesterday.
Black and white, so you can choose.
Vincent says, I'm going to have a QR printed on my shirt. Kim is saying, everything is for Archie the cat. She's watching over us, our guardian angel of success. His memory will live forever. Yay, yay, yay. So that's definitely true. That's
Yes,
definitely
it
true.
is. Yes, it is. He changed my life. He's gonna change a lot of people's life.
Amen
I
to
didn't have.
that.
I didn't have this patience before. I was greedy. Why I'm not greedy anymore? When my best thing ever left me, I lost that. I lost that greediness.
Right. So you were greedy, but Archie broke you out of it?
I was greedy, selfish. What else you can think about? I was a human, regular human. Why am I giving away everything right now? Because when your dearest thing leaves you, you'll understand it. That's how much me and him were getting along.
How does your wife feel about you saying that?
They all know that I love my dogs and cats more than them. They'll say that too. He loves cat and dogs better than us.
My dearest thing left me. I wonder if his wife is watching this being like, his dearest thing?
Oh, she's gonna watch it tomorrow, and she's gonna go through every bit of it. But my kids will tell you, "Oh, Appa loves dogs and cats better than us." I don't know, for some reason, my dad was like this. He always have dogs. He didn't never have any cats. I never liked cats until Archie came to my life,
So Archie your very first cat?
and it'll be the last one too.
Never gonna get a cat again?
Nope, we can afford
Why?
to. We can afford to because you know why? When he left me, it's still bad. That's how close we got.
I
There's
understand.
no, there will be no replacement for Archie ever in our life.
I understand it. I really do. I understand it.
Nobody can replace Archie in my life. So, my wife and I talked about it, and she said, "No, don't get it because you can't handle it."
Yeah. You
That's what
big
she told me.
softy. You can't handle.
No,
No.
she told me he can't handle it.
Well, she would know. She's your wife, right? So it's if she
26,
says no more cats, then I
26,
guess
26 years since I was 25 years old.
that stinks. But you know what? He's up there waiting for you on the Rainbow Bridge. I'm sure you're familiar with the Rainbow Bridge.
I won't make it there.
Right. The Rainbow
He,
Bridge.
he's in
What?
heaven.
Did you say you won't make it there?
He's in heaven. I can't go close to him. I
Oh,
cannot. They won't even take me that far. That's why I told
okay.
you guys. He's in heaven watching us. He's gonna bless us. He's gonna touch everybody's life through
I
me,
hope so.
through me, the sinner.
Hey, we're all sinners. That's for sure. There's no one out there that's perfect. We're all sinners. We've all done things, we're not proud of. Come on, guys. We've all been there and done that.
But I'm
But all you can
proud
do
that
is be a
I'm very
better
proud that
person,
he came to
repent.
my life. He came to my life to change me. He wasn't gonna come to my life. My daughter adopted him. I ended up with him.
Really?
Yes, that's the truth.
She couldn't handle taking care of him?
No, she's going to Miami for a week, and she brought it in. Can you take care of him for a week? He was abused when he was young, so he went into the attic. I start talking to him. My wife started talking to him. He came out. My daughter came back a week later. He's on my lap.
Uh-huh.
He, and my daughter said, "Man, you and that cat get along, so I let you keep him."
Oh,
He
that's good.
never he never left me after that. He'll
That's so funny.
walk around with me when I'm doing work. He's with me when I'm watching TV. He's with me. He's with me all the time, 24. When I get home, he's with me.
Yeah, my camera froze. Somebody just like, "Hey, your camera's frozen." That's very true. Let me go and hit it because my camera looks stupid. Hold on a second. So what are the immediate plans are for you to go back to India, meet with your engineers, and we are going to find out everything that there is to find out about what the big plans are for uh, everything.
If
Our dashboard, the DApp, that's going to be released soon. And in
I
6
want to,
months, you guys, a blockchain in
I
6
want to release.
months.
I want to release the DAP and the Lucky Strike and the staking because I need to engage my people while I'm gone for 10 days. So they have something to do, to learn and make money while I'm going to meet my brother and the engineers. When I come back, the next thing that's gonna release is a NFT and into the swap. So we have excitement. That's the way we excite people. We don't excite people by saying it's going to go up 300% and 500%. Let's go buy it. No, we give them the utilities that we promise. We walk that roadmap. I'm never in a hurry because my wallets are locked for a year. I'm not in a hurry. I don't need to get to millions in one day. But the people that walks with me from day one, they'll be with me to the blockchain, into the NFT, into the real estate. They will be with me. I have faith in myself. I have confidence in there.
That's good. That's good, JP. You know what, JP? I think we're gonna cut it here because it's so dark where you are. It almost looks like a hostage video.
No, I sit in the car because you know
Okay.
why? You know why?
It's like a proof of life video.
You know why? Every 2 minutes, my wife's gonna come and say, "Did you let the dog out?" And she'll forget that I'm in the AMA. So I come out to the. Plus, I have a bad habit of smoking. So when I'm home, she runs around with me. So I come out of there.
That's good. That's good. Well, JP, I thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Thank you
Um,
so much.
I didn't know
Thank
it
you.
was gonna be you. I thought it was gonna be like a bunch of people from the community.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
Paul, thank you very much. Paul hit me with another super chat. I appreciate you, Paul. Thank you very much. You've been throwing them at me all night. I thank you very much. I appreciate that. And so any final words? Any peace out? Peace.
I'll be testing the DApp again tonight. Then the server's going to be going on. Then the community, 10 people from the community and 5 from the march going to be testing it for next 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Hopefully Monday, I'll open up the dashboard and let you guys see it. Maybe we can start the staking on Tuesday or Wednesday.
That's amazing. I can't believe the staking is going to be open early next week. That's
Yes, it is.
that's amazing. That's getting stuff done and crossed off the to-do list, getting it out little by little, getting it done, checked off. Amazing. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it here for us today. I thank you, everyone that came in to join us and to meet JP from Archie Token, and of course to meet the namesake of the token, little Archie himself. Let me get him back up on the screen here. Look how cute little Archie was. So cute. Oh, hold on, I'm not sharing my screen. There he is, so cute. The little namesake himself, Archie. And we're going to keep you posted with ArchieNeko. Don't forget, it's still very early for this project. Very, very early. Pre-sale wallets locked for 6 months. His wallet is locked for a year. Liquidity is locked for a year. Our own blockchain in 6 months. Like, there's so much that's going to be happening with this project, and I'm going to keep you all up to date with everything as we progress down that roadmap, checking things off little by little. We're going to be there. And that's going to do it here for us tonight. I thank you so very much for joining me. And until next time, remember, try to only buy on those red candles, and please take care of yourself.
Thank you.
All right, JP, say goodbye.
Thank you. Thank you all. Come and join me on Telegram.
Join them on Telegram. Don't forget, ask for your shirt. It's free.